Imagine if a simple, everyday habit could literally rewire your mind, making you smarter, helping you remember more, and even slowing cognitive decline as you age. What if science proved that this one practice could change your brain forever, starting today? Welcome to the Growmance Project. If you're passionate about unlocking the full potential of your mind, hit that subscribe button below, and don't forget to tap the bell so you'll never miss a breakthrough method that could reshape your life. Now, let's get right into how handwriting actively rewires your mind, and why this simple habit can spark changes that last a lifetime. Picture this. Two students, same classroom, same level of ambition, both absorbing the same ideas from the same lecture. But inside their brains, one is ablaze, pulsing with bursts of activity, connections zipping through every region, a neural symphony. The other's brain, by contrast, glows with only dim spots, its activity scattered, disengaged. The twist? The only difference between them, one is scribbling notes with a pen, the other's fingers dance across a laptop. For decades, we've chased faster ways to learn, apps, laptops, and now even artificial intelligence promising endless shortcuts. But research now shows that our digital tools may actually be stealing something from us, the deeply transformative power of writing by hand. Simply putting pen to paper doesn't just record information, it actively rewires your mind in ways typing just can't replicate. Studies comparing students who handwrite notes to those who type reveal a striking difference. Handwriters don't just memorize more, they understand more. They perform significantly better on tests that measure comprehension and long-term recall. Why? Because typing allows you to capture everything word for word, almost like a court stenographer. But handwriting forces you to engage. You can't write as fast as someone speaks. So you listen, you process, you condense. In that friction, your brain is learning at a deeper level. Now think about your own habits. When was the last time you wrote something down by hand? Really wrote, not just a grocery list. Maybe it was years ago. Yet every time you write by hand, you're lighting up multiple brain systems at once. Motor memory, deep processing, and active listening. It's like a full-body workout for your brain. Let's make this practical. Imagine you're preparing for an exam or learning a new skill for your career. If you take notes by hand, messy, imperfect, even slow, you're actually creating a personalized map of meaning. You may circle words, draw arrows, underline, or doodle. These small actions create visual anchors that your brain links to ideas. When you revisit those notes, it's like stepping back into the moment. You don't just see the words, you feel the thought process you had while writing them. That's memory you can use. And it's not just for students. Professionals who journal or brainstorm with pen and paper report more clarity and creativity. Entrepreneurs sketch out business models in notebooks long before they open spreadsheets. Writers often draft ideas by hand before typing. Why? Because handwriting slows your thinking just enough to allow deeper ideas to surface. Even children show the benefits. Kids who practice handwriting learn to read faster, spell better, and retain language more effectively. Adults learning new languages memorize vocabulary more quickly when they physically write it. And older adults facing memory decline strengthen cognitive resilience through calligraphy or journaling. But let's go deeper. Writing by hand doesn't just help memory, it protects your brain over time. Neuroscientists warn that when we stop handwriting, the neural pathways responsible for deep thinking, memory, and creativity weaken. Think of your brain like a muscle. If you stop using it in certain ways, those abilities atrophy. But with regular handwriting, you're strengthening the exact networks that guard against decline, even as you age. So how can you bring handwriting back into your daily life in a world dominated by screens? Start small. Keep a journal by your bed. Before you go to sleep, jot down 3 things you learned or felt that day. In the morning, Write your top priority for the day instead of just typing it into your phone. Replace at least one digital task, like planning your week, with pen and paper. Try creative exercises. Sketch mind maps when you're brainstorming. Doodle while you're taking notes in a meeting. Write gratitude lists by hand instead of in a notes app. Copy inspiring quotes into a notebook so your brain processes them more deeply. These little practices add up. Over weeks and months, you'll notice something incredible. Your focus sharpens, your recall improves, and your thoughts feel richer, more original. Handwriting also unlocks something technology can't: intimacy. Think of handwritten letters, journals, even old notes you stumble upon years later. They carry personality, emotion, and authenticity that no text message ever could. Writing by hand is human. It's raw, imperfect, and deeply personal. And that personal connection with your own mind is exactly what fuels growth. Let's pause here. If this is resonating, smash that like button and drop a comment. When was the last time you wrote a page by hand? Do you still keep a notebook? Or is it all digital for you? I want to hear your stories. Now, let's tackle a misconception. People say, I don't have time to write by hand. Typing is faster. Sure, it's faster in the short term, but faster isn't always better. Typing may save you a minute now, but it costs you hours later when you forget what you learned or have to relearn it again. Handwriting is an investment. It takes a little more time, but the payoff in comprehension, creativity, and long-term growth is massive. And here's the final insight. Handwriting teaches patience. In a world addicted to speed, slowing down to write forces your mind into presence. You can't rush it. You have to sit with your thoughts, shape them, and put them into the world one letter at a time. That mindfulness is a hidden gift. It grounds you, calms you, and gives you space to think clearly in a chaotic world. So here's your challenge. For the next week, commit to writing something by hand every day. A journal entry, a set of notes, a letter to a friend, anything. Then notice how you feel. More focused, more present, more creative. Chances are the answer will be yes. Because handwriting doesn't just capture words, it actively rewires your mind for growth, clarity, and resilience. It's a tool so simple, so available, that most of us forget its power. But now that you know, you can use it, starting today. If you found today's episode inspiring, dive into our other videos packed with science-backed habits to boost your brain power. Hit subscribe, ring that bell, and keep growing. Because here at the Growmance Project, your best self is always one habit away.